Not available in all areas. Use the fiber coaxial cable. Learn more at Xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi.
For 250 years, America has been more than a place. It's been a promise, a story of courage, hope, and dreams. And through it all, local TV and radio broadcasters have been there, telling the story of America, bringing truth to light. Broadcasters tell the story of who we are and who we aspire to be. We are America's storytellers. We are broadcasters. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Onyx, I keep having stomach issues. Please make me a doctor's appointment.
Okay. Are you suffering from diarrhea, bloating, gas, or oily stools? If so, you may want to ask your doctor if it could actually be a problem with your pancreas, called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI.
My pancreas? How is EPI treated?
A prescription medicine like Prion, pancrelactate, is used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes. Prion is the #1 prescribed treatment for EPI.
Prion may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you are allergic to foreign or peanut gas, kidney problems, or severe call your doctor if you're severe gastrointestinal symptoms or take medicine directed by your doctor.
Getting the video games topic for a minute, which was very split in the text line. Some folks that were really enjoying the video game conversation, other folks saying that if you're still playing video games, as an older guy, that you should be ashamed of yourself, because God forbid people enjoy things. Regardless, there was major news out of Kansas City yesterday. Arrowhead Stadium and the folks here in the city got a chance to experience the first that is set to be several World Cup games, and man, if the folks at Arrowhead yesterday didn't get treated to a historic performance from one Lionel Messi, who at 38 years old just wanted to remind everybody again that he's the best player in the world. A hat trick for Lionel Messi, 3-0. The Argentinians beat Algeria. And I think that's been one of the more exciting things about the World Cup thus far. And we were talking to one of our coworkers in the bullpen prior to the show, Nathan. You know, there haven't been, outside of probably the Germany-Curacao game, there haven't been many blowouts so far in World Cup play, which has maybe been the most entertaining part of this entire storyline so far. You've seen teams really compete with one another, right? I mean, the U.S. took it to Paraguay over the weekend, but you saw Switzerland really struggle with Qatar. You saw Brazil. Senegal kind of stay with France for a little bit before ultimately falling 3-1 because of a pair of goals to Mbappe. It's been fun.
Stayed with Spain. Yeah. Congo tied Portugal today. It's been... You're right. Sorry, I was just expounding on your point. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's been fun. It's not as if there's been any major upsets so far in this World Cup. That's not what we're saying. It's that we're not seeing any of these 8-0, 10-1, big, gigantic differential games that we have in World Cups past. And that's kind of been the most exciting part of these nations that are not typically in these moments really pushing with some of the more countries in the world. I mean, Senegal staying with France, who is the odds-on favorite to win the World Cup and only losing by 2 goals. I find that kind of entertaining. And not to mention, my favorite part of this entire thing, of the World Cup, and I'll admit, I'm not the biggest soccer fan on planet Earth, right? My favorite part has been seeing these people internationally from around the world coming to the United States and interacting with the average, everyday American citizen. Because States with all of the media circus that has been ongoing and watching how these people from around the world have interacted with your average American. To watch, like Freddie, is that his name, right? The German who's come over with a couple of his buddies, and watching how they're reacting to like going to a Buc-ee's for the first time. And I watched, I read a tweet from a man from Japan who was in the United States for the World Cup, who went to a Mexican restaurant and experienced the concept of free chips and salsa for the first time, and wrote this as if Shakespeare were still with us. That's been my favorite part.
Wait, the fact they had to tip didn't anger them? They still had fun in an American restaurant? Hold on a second.
They sure did, man. And they were, this guy, it's one of the best tweets I've ever read. This man was baffled by the idea of just complimentary chips and salsa. They're like, they're free with the taste. And the guy's like, I ate 4 baskets. I didn't have enough room for my food. And that was the ultimate, like, welcome to America, my guy. That's how we operate here.
Freddie's supposed to be in Kansas City in about 2 weeks. Have Mac, Drew, or Rob contacted Freddie? Do we know?
I don't know. I saw the Royals, reached out and offered a
they shot their shot.
Royals game.
Yeah. But we got to get in touch with Freddie here at the station. We got to get this guy in studio.
Let's do it, man. I think it's a great idea. That's been the best part of it for me, is just watching all of these people from around the world come to the United States with all of the stuff that has been going on and all this publicity, negatively, positively, what have you, that has really polarized the United States on the world stage. Just come and enjoy being around the people. Watching Algeria become the team for Lawrence, Kansas, completely seemingly randomly, and watching how these people from Algeria have been welcomed by the folks of Lawrence, Kansas, and how that developed a relationship so strong, so quickly. That's been the best part for me. The soccer is absolutely an important part of it, but I think the ability for the average American citizen to have an opportunity to interact with these people internationally and say that, some of the things that you're seeing of America, it does not represent who all Americans are, who even the majority of Americans are. That's been really, really fun to watch.
Yeah, we're shown one way. That's just the way that it is. There's a perception about us around the globe. Like it, disagree with it, whatever. It is what it is. You're right about the Algeria story. The people at FanFest. I traveled over the weekend, and there were so many Argentinian people, Leo Messi jerseys pouring into Kansas City, talking with them. You've seen the exuberance the Netherlands fans bring over here. It's a great time, and you're right. It leads to connections that maybe bridge differences that we thought existed. It's a beautiful time. Not to mention the World Cup is just always exciting. Even if you're not a soccer fan, I'm an average soccer fan here. I can tell you some players on some teams I know who does well in the different leagues, but I'm not watching every weekend. But of course, I'm locked in for the World Cup every 4 years. It's really cool that it's happening in our city.
And I'm not at all a soccer fan. Like, I've been to a couple of sporting games in my life. Of my soccer, I would say. But Saturday night, my wife and I were down in Springfield visiting some old friends, and I sat in a bar and I watched the majority of the second half in that Brazil-Morocco game. And on the edge of my seat. And there's just some, I don't know what it is. It's got to just be because you're wearing the jersey, right? It's got to be a similar sort of call to arms that the Olympics gives you every 4 years of these countries wearing their nation's jersey on the front, and that's the most important part, right? It's not their professional team, it's not about the name on the back, it's about the name on the front. That just popular sport on its biggest stage, and it's occurring right here. It's occurring 25 minutes from our station right down I-70.
Yeah, you and Dake are going to be live during the next USA games.
That's right. That's right. We're going to be at the Peanut Friday in Belton during what's going to be probably most of the first half, if not bleeding a little bit into the second half. We're going to be hosting Cody and Gold on Friday from the Peanut in Belton, so that's going to be a lot of fun to kind of track as we're going along in the show as well. 913-586-7965 is our number. We've got more coming up. I want to talk about Jacob Mizorowski, just a kid from the Kansas City Metro who is lighting Major League Baseball right now. We are seemingly coming to the end of the Brandon Sorsby saga, and I want to congratulate people on social media because once again, we show that a big enough outcry, if our voices are heard enough, you can actually change people's minds. You can change the discourse surrounding a situation. And I want to blame a dude from ESPN who said some outlandish things about the NBA. Logan Weber alongside Nathan Williams. You're listening to After Hours, 96.5, The Fan.
You're listening to After Hours on your home for Kansas City Sports, 96.5, The Fan. Having unexpected car trouble or just in a car accident? You need Jay's Southland Tow Service. They have 20 years of experience and service the KC metro area. They specialize in light, medium, and heavy duty, also in commercial transport and construction equipment. 816-779-4TRUCK or go to southlandtow.com. Use the tow service trusted by most local police departments. Jay's Southland Tow. There's nothing they can't do. So use the know and use Jay's Southland Tow. Hey, Kansas City Proton Institute. Get your second opinion at Kansas City Proton Institute. Come see Kansas City's largest, most experienced, and most advanced proton therapy team. Learn more at kcpi.com. Kansas City Proton Institute, where you see the best in KC.
Hey, it's Rex here with Rex Price KC. I get it. Selling your house can sometimes feel overwhelming. The homeowner thought they had a deal, only to have the buyer back out at the last minute. That's not how we do business at Rex Price KC. I'm local, I know Kansas City, and I make sure every deal actually closes like it's supposed to. No hidden fees, no showings, no last-minute surprises, just a fair cash offer and a process you can count on. We buy homes in any condition and judgment-free. So whether your house needs repairs or you just want a fast, hassle-free sale, we can make it happen. If you want certainty, transparency, and someone local who actually delivers, call 816-330-6000 or visit RexBuysKC.com. Rex Buys KC, helping people make smart choices one home at a time. 816-330-6000 or RexBuysKC.com.
Baseball season is in full swing, and that means the summer heat is coming. The guys at Climate Control have been serving KC homeowners for over to handle our scorching hot summer weather. Stay cool, stay comfortable this summer. Call Climate Control today at 816-265-2830. 816-265-2830 for all your cooling, heating, and plumbing needs. Don't wait. Visit ClimateControlKC.com today. Climate Control Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Hi, I'm Justin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a diamond sourcing expert, I'll suggest how differently we source our diamonds so your engagement ring can be the most beautiful. We work directly with our diamond partners who reserve the best stones just for us. We handpick and inspect each diamond, then negotiate the best price. At Shane Company, we believe this is the only way to properly buy a diamond, because a friend goes the extra mile to make sure you get your dream diamond at your dream price. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit TremfyaRadio.com.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DING Law Studios. Mike's got this. Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this. 816-877-5. Mike's got this.
One of my favorite texts that we've gotten so far tonight, Nathan. We were talking about Freddie, the German soccer fan who's come to the United States and has just exploded on social media. And I mentioned that, like we were talking about, right around the 4th of July, and the Royals reached out to him and offered, him some tickets and to come to Kauffman Stadium. This guy in the text line goes, "Don't punish the guy with Royals tickets."
Yeah. The guy's doing great things for our publicity, for the PR of the country of the United States of America. Why would we send him to watch that baseball team? If, by the way, he could get in, because apparently it's going to take half of a day to get transportation out to the Truman Sports Complex for the next month. But that's a whole different story.
Yeah, it looks like that weekend, the Royals, they played the Rays. In the lead up to, I think July 3rd there's a World Cup game in Kansas City on July 3rd. So the day before they play the Rays, and then the day after they've got a series at home against the Philadelphia Phillies, who are one of those teams people have pointed out, fired their manager and they've seemingly figured things out. The Red Sox, there was an immediate high of it, and then the lull kind of set in, and they reverted right back to their same struggles they had before they fired Alex Rios.